to call Mayor Rawlings Blake, flood those lines, write letters, there is a new police chief. Commissioner, is it?
Tony Betts, new commissioner. He's been on the job a short while. He's come in from California. Previously, he'd been the chief of police in Oakland and grew up 3 decades in Long Beach. Highly respected officer. Grew up again in Long Beach.
Can he meet with us? Could he please meet with us?
Could we really get someone with new eyes to look at this case? And you know what? If the city of Baltimore can't, if it's more important to them, to the authorities, to insist they're incapable of mistake, if they can't bring themselves to investigate Annie's death, could they ask the state of Maryland homicide squad to investigate it? Could they invite the FBI in? Again, the FBI has even asked if they could help. The FBI could assert jurisdiction in this case. They haven't. They asked if they could help, and they got told, no, the case is closed. Well, how about say yes? How about if Commissioner Batts would say, you know what? Maybe we did miss this one. Let's have real new eyes take a fresh look at this case. It wouldn't take more than 2 weeks of a seasoned pair of homicide detectives to go through the small pool of persons of interest.
How about, yeah, I mean, even I had someone lined up, an FBI profiler, and I said they could come to your place and look at all the evidence. They wouldn't even do that. He was still pounding the table. No. I said he could come here. We're paying him. He's willing to do it, and he's given a cut rate. Please let us. All we want is the truth.
That's all we've ever wanted.
And that's all we've ever wanted.
We're closer to it through our private investigators. We think we can get there with actual police officers, and
we had to hire a lawyer. Trust me, we did not get Annie's belongings. We did not get the autopsy for over a year after. We had to write the state's attorney general for the medical examiner and to get Annie's belongings. So I could not bury Annie. Okay, number one, she didn't have her organs in her body, but I couldn't put her rosary beads. I couldn't put her cross. She wore a scapula. I couldn't put that around her. And then when we had the lawyer write, I know what the police said. They said, the lead detective said, the McCanns didn't need to hire a lawyer to get her belongings. Well, he wouldn't return any of the calls. So we had the lawyer, and you know, I think they thought, here's this New York lawyer that they hired. I'll show them. We're not going to send it. Do you know we had to wait even 4 more months for that to come? We didn't get everything.
And we wrote the mayor in writing, begging for specifically Annie's rosary beads and baby blankets that she took with her.
Couldn't
took
get
4
it.
months. That's ugly. That's Baltimore ugly. You know, we're not entitled to have this case solved. We are entitled to an investigation. Annie deserves to have her death investigated.
To do a good investigation. Personally, I cannot live the rest of my life without knowing the truth of what happened to my daughter, because she had to get from our house to Baltimore. In some fashion, someone was with her, and no one cared to put out an Amber Alert. I can't move on. I don't know how long I'll make it. I don't, because I don't want to move on.
No, it's a miracle we're both alive.
I need to know. So if it's investigated, I don't want the same people. I want new eyes, fresh eyes, and people who are open and loving for victims. Otherwise, I know, I pray. I know what it's like to be sick and suffer and lose people. I've lost my mother, my father. I lost my mother when I was 19. This is my child, our child. And if I pray to God that he takes me. I do. And I ask everybody I see to pray. And if I'm forced to stay here on earth, I promise God every day that I will give my life to service, just to help others, because it's the only thing worthwhile. I miss my baby. So I want new eyes. I don't want the same people, because they're corrupt. Everybody's in bed with one another.